How I grew my pipe and drape business to over $750,000 in 1 year. Yes, in 1 year. Was it my first year business? Was it my second year business? Was it my third? No, I think it was around my 6th or 7th year business. But in that year, I made over $750,000. Now, this came with a lot of hard work. This came with a lot of sacrifices. This came with a bigger inventory. This came with great crew, a great team. I couldn't do this by myself. So definitely I didn't do this myself, but I just wanted to talk more about this. In this video, I'm going to show you how I grew my pipe and drape business to over $750,000 in 1 year. In 1 year, I'm going to show you how I did this. And I just want to say this. My name is Sean Soares, and I'm an entrepreneur that has started and grown multiple businesses. In this video, I'm going to share with you how I grew my pipe and drape business from $0 at a low inventory, start off with $4,000 to 1 year making over $750,000. So I'm going to show you how I did this in a 5-step process that anyone can replicate. And if you're just starting off, you could do this too. I'm not going to say you're going to make $750,000. I hope you do, but definitely I think this is going to bring more revenue to your business. So I want to go to step 1. So the first one for me in my pipe and drape company was investing in the best materials. And the best materials are this. It's drapes that are inherently flame retardant. So better known as like IFR. So IFR, this means that your drapes after a lot of washes will still have that flame proof. And this means that you could go to any hotel, any venue, and basically there won't be any problem. So what does happen, I have seen this and I've heard about this, is fire marshals do come to venues unexpectedly. And what they will ask for is like, are those drapes around doing flame retardants? The truth is this, most companies don't have flame retardant products and they risk it. When I started off in pipe and drape, I had both. But I realized that, you know what, I'm not going to take a chance. So after, I would say like a couple months, I threw away any drapes that wasn't flame retardant, and I only purchased and only used flame retardant products. So definitely you want to invest into the best material from great textile mills, from great manufacturers. Actually, I'm one of those companies. So if you go in the description, I actually give you a code, 10% code, and you could buy from us. This is where I got the best materials that I've used in my business, as well as the best pipe and drape systems. And definitely you're going to get IFI products. So highly recommend, if you want that, you can go there, as well as you can go on Google and search other ones. But definitely, if you want that 10%, we have that in the description. Back to what I was saying, you want to make sure that it's truly high quality. And how you're going to tell the difference from high quality is from the stitching. So definitely the stitching from like the top pockets to the side pockets, as well as I would say that just the richness, the color, the dye. So you have to look at all of those. That's where you could really tell the difference between like low quality fabrics and high quality fabrics. So definitely ask for sample cards if you just want to see like what it looks like, and just get feedback from other people like, hey, what is your experience based on using this manufacturer? What is your experience using this drape? So definitely you have to invest into expensive materials. One that I highly recommend is velour. You'll never go wrong with velour. It has so many great qualities, from the richness of look, but also the wrinkle freeness. Like it is very wrinkle free, and they'll last forever. And yes, they're expensive. I'm not going to lie. Like velour drape is expensive, but I'm telling you, you'll make your money back because there's not that many draping companies that have velour. So you stick out right away. So definitely invest into high quality materials. Like this is no ifs, ands, or buts. If you have a pipe and drape company, you want to have the best. I mean the best materials, because you're going to stand out from all of the rest, all of the other competition. And I'm telling you, if you want to work at the high-end hotels like the Four Seasons or Ritz-Carlton, they're going to recommend that you have this quality fabric. And guess what? If you do, and you do a great job at their property, guess what? They're going to recommend you to their high-end clients. They're going to recommend you. So highly invest into the right materials because it works. The second thing is on job site word of mouth clients. So what this means is basically you're going on the job site yourself. So you're loading in, you're breaking down, and you're building relationships with other vendors in that property. Some vendors could be at the same ballroom that you're sitting at. Some vendors could be at different ballrooms, because a lot of hotels and venues have more than one salons or rooms. So definitely you just want to show up and just make sure that you are accommodating to all of the vendors, and you're just exchanging contacts, having great conversations. So a story from me was this. I actually connected with a lighting company. The owner saw my work. He saw the drapes that was going up. He was really watching me from when I loaded in to I loaded out. And even after the event, he had a serious talk to me. He's like, hey man, I work with high-end companies and I want to recommend you. I seen your work and I want to recommend you. I want to work with you. And guess what? I just remember that year I was making around $270,000 that year. And the following year, it jumped up to $600,000 based on that one conversation with that vendor. So it's very important when you go on these job sites to have conversation, because those vendors are going to recommend you. They're going to be your allies. To this day, it still works. I'll say last week, I spoke to a vendor because I was looking at a property around where she lived because I knew she lived there. And just having a good conversation, we weren't even talking business. Guess what? The next day I get a text message saying, hey, we want to use your company based on this recommendation from this person. And guess what? I built that relationship being on site and her seeing my work. And it's still, even 10 years later, and when I'm just asking about a property near where she lives, because I know where she lives and I was just asking questions, she still is recommending me. So it's crazy how just like going on site, building a relationship, that is something that has took my business to the next level. So the third thing was working in luxury high-end markets in the wedding and event business. So what I mean by this is you have low end and you have high end. So low end is something like, sorry to say, but it could just be like a city hall. You know what I mean? It could be a venue that, could be in a plaza. Nothing's wrong with them, but those are just more of the lower end. And then the higher ends is more like where you see like valet services, where you see big brands, celebrities staying there. So these are more like the Four Seasons. This is more of Ritz-Carlton. This is more of SLS. This is more of like One Edition, like those W Hotel, those high end. That's the market where you really want to be at. Okay, so once you like basically showcase your work, definitely you want to showcase where you worked at. So these products, if you worked at any of these hotels, definitely put them on your website. It's going to help out because people are going to look at that brand and be like, all right, Ritz-Carlton. Ritz-Carlton are only going to use the best vendor. So definitely you want to start making your way up and working at bigger and luxury hotels. This is going to help you and it's going to take your business to the next level. And guess what? The best part is this. You're going to charge more. You're going to charge more because I know this, because firsthand I've done this. I remember I did an event at a high-end, I'd say, hotel, and the planner told me straight up after the job, like, you need to charge way more because the clients that I have are millionaires and they expect it to be very expensive. So you need to charge more. And guess what? From that day, I charged so much more. I think I tripled my prices. Like, I am not scared to charge a lot. Now, one thing about me, and this is the benefit of being a business owner, is if someone comes to you, because this is happening, and they have a budget, you could work on that budget. One thing for me is I think it's very important on marriage. And I know some certain people don't have the budget. Some people aren't going to be at the Four Seasons. They're going to be at the lower end venues. And it's okay to give them a budget, okay? But you don't want to always do that. You don't want to always cater to them. But I do believe you should cater to them and work out deals. You know what I mean? Because I do believe in marriages, and I do believe in wedding celebrations. So definitely, if you want to work out those deals, you could do that. But definitely focus more of your attention towards these higher end luxury hotels, because they're going to give you the big clients, and that's where you actually want to do more of your work. But I'll tell you this, bring your A game, because they're going to expect you to, I'm telling you, like, if you're coming in with a pipe and drape company, you better have those bases covered. You better make sure that you have fullness on the drape. You got to make sure that these are pristine, like the best drapes ever, wrinkle free. So bring your A game, and you have to have the FAME certificate. So just that's step 3 for me, just working at more higher end hotels, venues. The third one is, like I said, similar to step 1, is having allies of vendors. Like, really, you need to have different vendors, lighting companies, audiovisual companies, production companies, floral companies. The list goes on, of catering companies, entertainment companies, DJ companies. You need to have allies of all these vendors, because guess what? They're going to recommend you. And guess what? In return, you're going to recommend them. And it's just an even exchange that's going to work out. So highly recommend that you do this. I have like anywhere between 4 to 5 companies of each category that I'm allies with. That when we text each other, we answer right away. We help out each other. We need something, we're there for each other. We need price breaks, we're there for it. When we need cross rentals, we're there for each other. This is something that you need, and it's going to grow your business. It's going to grow both of each other's businesses. So highly recommend that. I'll say this, for Pipe and Drape, you're not going to have all the inventory in the world. And that's just the truth. You are not going to have all the inventory in the world. That's okay. You're going to have to build allies with people that are other Pipe and Drape companies. I'm going to say it again. You're going to have to build a relationship with other Pipe and Drape companies in your city. So when I first started off, I was all about competition. But I'll tell you this, I got a word one day when, no, those are not your enemies. And then from that day forward, I just said, you know what? These people, I don't see them as enemies. I see them as allies. And from that day forward, those companies recommend me, and my business went up. And I recommend them when I'm out of stuff, as well as we help each other, because we can't take care of the whole city. We have to work together. This is really, I believe, a vendor effort, working together. I don't believe in cutthroat another vendor because they're competition. I don't believe in that. I believe that working. I believe there's enough business for everyone, every pipe and draping company, and any other wedding company. There's enough business for everyone. But I do believe that you need to be allies. Okay. Yes, there's competition, there's friendly competition, but definitely you're working together, because you both are at a goal to really build your businesses up. Okay. Provide the best service to clients. You're on the same team. You're really on the same team. So I would say that, hey, start looking for other pipe and drape companies in your city. Start building relationships, because tell you, it's going to benefit both parties. It's definitely going to, and some are going to say, hey, I don't want to work with you, and that's fine. Go on to the next one. It's okay. I just know all the draping companies in South Florida I have a phenomenal relationship with. We help out each other. We're there for each other. And this is something that I just highly recommend that you want to partner up with other pipe and drape companies in your city. Definitely you want to do this. So step 5, and my final step, and this is one of the most important one, is having the right team. So I'll tell you this, one of the reasons why I was very successful in my pipe and drape business was having the right team. I had experience. I've had experienced drapers that knew what they were doing. And guess what? They did every job that I had, every job to the best of their ability, because they have the experience, they've done this. And when I first started in this business, I didn't know what pipe and drape, how to handle it, how to go up, how to do all these breaks. It took me years to understand how to do this. But you know what? I learned from the best drapers that I hired. So basically, even though I was a rookie, I had experienced people doing my drapes. But what I did realize is this: you start building a team, everything is going perfect, but then people want to leave your company. What I'll say about that is this: it's going to happen, and it's okay. We all are here we all believe in entrepreneurship. We definitely believe in like you going after what you need to go after. So it's okay for someone to leave your company, but definitely I just believe in communication, open communication. I know that I had a couple people that started their pipe and drape business from my business, and like we've just been on good terms because there's been an open communication. It never went after my clients. It's always been fair deal, and I'm okay with that. That happens. And another thing I like to address too is you might have some cancers on your team, and I'm a type of person that like I always give people second, third, fourth chances. But man, my business partner will be like, no, don't. You keep doing this and you keep having the same mistake. And what I've learned was this: the cancers, you have to get rid of them. I don't care how good they are. I don't care like how long they've been doing it. You have to get rid of them, and you got to eliminate all the cancers, and you have to have the right crew members. You have to have the right leads, because these people are really taking care of your business. But you want to train them the right way too. You want to definitely have great training with them. You want to show them what it means to put on your company's shirt, because that they're representing your shirt. So definitely having the right team. Right now, we have a phenomenal team. We have a great team. We make sure we have incentives. We make sure that they have time with their family. We make sure that they have a great work-life balance. In the event industry, it's very tough. Working 24/7, we don't believe in that. One thing for us is we believe in that you need to spend time with your family, okay? So that has helped us maintain and keep our team and our crew happy, and we pay really good. Even when there's problems, we're like, hey, we need more money. We compromise. We make it work for each other, because at the end of the day, we both have a goal in hand. So definitely having the right team is a must. So these are the 5 things that helped me took my business to over $750,000 in 1 year. And I'm believing that you will do the same thing with your company. I believe in you. Definitely, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I hope you like this. I hope you like this message, and definitely tune in, subscribe, like, comment. I appreciate it. Review it. I love it so much when I hear from other people, because this makes me want to keep doing more and more. And I just want to put it out there. I want to build a community of people in the wedding event business coming together, helping out each other. And definitely, I hope that this space broadens and gets bigger, because it's something I'm passionate about. So definitely, it helps to subscribe, to like, to comment. And until the next time.